Who was Muhammad Asad? Muhammad Asad was one of the most famous converts to Islam in the 20th century. He was born to Jewish parents in 1900 in modern day Ukraine. It was then the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So he was born to Jewish parents. He he converted to Islam and went on to devote his life to really, he devoted his life to the cause of Muslim renewal and reform. He was born in 1900. He died in 1992. So his life stretches almost the entire 20th century. And he's actually a brilliant, shall we say, conversation partner or interlocutor if you want to study the 20th century Muslim world. So he goes to Palestine still as a Jew, and he sees Zionist occupation in Palestine firsthand. That's actually what sparks his journey, his interest in the Muslim world. He moves to Arabia and he gets in with the royal family in Arabia. And he's there just before the creation of Saudi Arabia in 1932. He's there. He's like a fly on the wall. He moves to India. He witnesses partition. He works for Pakistan. So he's there witnessing Pakistan. He represents Pakistan at the United Nations. So his bio, he's like a guide throughout 20th century colonial, post-colonial Muslim world. But behind the bio, he's engaging with fields, Islamic law. He writes the first ever English translation of Sahih Bukhari. A lot of people don't know that, you know. He writes an amazing Quranic translation and commentary. So you have this bio, a guide throughout the Muslim world, but then intellectually, he's also engaging with all the major fields of modern Islamic thought. Like, if you want a conversation partner for 20th century Islam, I don't think we have a better resource. I'm going to focus on three works by Asad in particular. His very first work, which he wrote actually before his conversion to Islam, a work he then wrote in his middle age when he was in Pakistan, a journal it was a one-man journal he authored, and then his final major work, his Quran translation and commentary. So I'll look at three distinct works, very different works on different topics, unpacking each, and I'll be threading some bio throughout. You know, so we'll be focusing on three distinct works, and that should give us a kind of overlap, a kind of overall understanding of his contributions and his importance. You know, Asad is engaging with themes and ideas that were not just relevant in his time, relevant for ours. So I hope they have a better understanding of who Asad was, but also what he can teach us, what role he can still play. And maybe perhaps let's go a bit further and say a sense that now's the time. You know, let's move a figure who's on the margins to the mainstream. The opportunity to give a lecture on Asad in an amazing lecture series like Ibn Rushd, in a venue like this with an audience, I am extremely excited, also honored. It's a real privilege.